guess just being able to get together with like every single person that I know from growing up. You know, my friends from high school, and you know, even people from like college and stuff that I knew. Some of my parents' friends and everything growing up in this town are always around, so you just come down here and get to see everybody you know and run into them and catch up with them. And just walking around and hearing everybody just randomly stopping and start playing with each other and stuff, and that's kind of cool. And to hear how talented some of them are is incredible. I like watching the dancers though, that's the cooler part, I think.
Steppers of Galax, Virginia. Okay, and music by the Bog Trotters Old Time Band.
And everybody asks me, what instrument do you play? And I'm like, well, my instrument are my feet. So I'm a dancer, and I've been clogging since I was about 11 years old. And I started here, taking classes here in Galax, and coming to Fiddlers, dancing with other dancers down here, and getting to learn the traditional aspects of dancing has really helped me throughout the years. And so it's addictive. So for dancers and musicians, the Fiddlers is addictive. So, and of course I participate in the flat footing contest every year for the fun of it, just to have a good time. Because I am a clogger, but I still, us cloggers can flow a little flat footing in there every now and then. So what the difference is between flat footing and clogging. And my personal opinion is flat footing, you keep your feet more closer down to the ground, and it's more of like a sliding type of motion with your feet. And clogging, we're known to getting our feet above our head and really doing some high stepping. And so I guess really visually, a flat footer keeps their feet closer to the ground. A clogger really raises their knees and feet higher up. Okay, so that's, well, to me, it means tradition, because here, I mean, as far as all the great musicians that are here, it's the opportunity for young people to come and see this tradition and see the older people, and you know, not just older people, but younger people too that are musicians and dancers. But my favorite part would be the kids, and to see them watching other people and learn. You can just see them, you can see it happening, seeing the learning happening. And
the youth competition started, wish I'd checked, but I think in 2000 or 2001. So it's a relatively new idea. Several of the conventions in the area do the youth competition. And the whole purpose is to further the music and see the music carrying on, carrying the tradition. And that's a real important part of the festival here, is carrying the tradition. Last year we had 6 bands, and this year it looks like about 14 or 15, so it's on the increase. And we have a good crowd outside too, watching it. A lot of grandparents, aunts and uncles, and everybody comes in, so it's a nice evening of entertainment. People go out and say, okay, you know, my kids played at the Fiddlers convention, and word spreads. It's a good thing for the music.
4, maybe 5 years they added Monday night at youth night. And this year, just mushroomed from last year. I think last year had 3 bands. This year they had 12 or 13. There's always been younger people, but not of the percentage there is now. It's just really increased in the last decade, I guess. And I don't know if you can say that's the reason. You know, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou helped. You know, and there's a few other movies, Songcatcher and Cold Mountain. You know, that had the music was a strong part of it, and you know that wakens people up.
Yeah, I think a lot of it actually can be credited to the movie Oh Brother, because that kind of brought traditional music back into mainstream and moved it to where it was, you know, younger people really enjoyed the movie, so they're like, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to start hanging out with bluegrass jams, and then it's It's great. I love it.
That's awesome. I think it's awesome. I went to high school with people who thought that I was an idiot for singing bluegrass music because that was the old people music, but it's really not anymore. I'd say there's just as many young people playing bluegrass right now as there is older people. And I think it's awesome that it's spread around and it's become more popular over the past few years.
It was long, long ago in the moonlight. We were sitting by the banks of the stream when you whispered so sweetly, I love you, and the waters murmured it too. Well, they tell me your love's like a flower in the springtime, blossoms so fair. In the fall when it withers away, dear, and they tell me that's the way of your love.